Okay. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The probability or mathematics of racism. Now, some people may be like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. Listening to conversations, some online, some old YouTube videos, just having conversations with people in general in my day-to-day experiences. And I say this. Some people will never grasp racism because they act like they don't grasp mathematics. And what I mean by that is this: just human, in a human sense. One, two equal is greater than one. Three is greater than one. Four is greater than one. Four is four times greater than one. Three is three times greater than one. Two is two times greater than one. Now, I say that to say this. When you talk about racism with people, you don't have to talk about race per se. Just talk about simple math. What is the probability of you having a detrimental experience to your life due to the color, due to your race? And, if a person may say, in this situation, that doesn't happen. Okay, well, this situation that happens to me 3 out of 4 times. Okay, so something that doesn't happen to you at all happens to me, can probably happen to me 75% of the time. That means I'm 75% more likely to have an adverse experience than you in that. You know. Same thing with any other experience. I don't care if it's financial, educational, legal, service, hiring, housing, anything like that. Because some people attribute their lack of understanding, which I don't believe it's a lack of understanding. I just believe it's just people egging you on to have a stupid ass conversation that they already know the answers to. But that's a whole nother story. But the probability is this: even if you have an adverse experience, a detrimental experience in life, and it may happen to you 10% of the time. If it happens to me 80% of the time, I can't dismiss your 10% because it happens. But you can't say your 10% equals my 80% either. Because, I'm 8 times more likely to have this bad experience than you. So in simple mathematics, you say, okay, well, that happens to you. I'm sure you understand it. But this happens to me 8 times more than it does you. So you should understand that, just mathematically speaking, I have to deal with this more than you do. So I have more experience in it. Just just simple mathematics. So when a person says, okay, well, it happened to me once and it happened to you 8 times, it's the same. Okay, well, does 1 equal 8? No. 8 is greater than 1, so it's not the same. It happened, but it happened 7 more times to me than it did you. So that says something. You can use this adverse mathematics with a lot of things in life in general. And I think that's the stipulation that most people have a problem with, is the fact that when people put mathematics into an equation, people just overlook why. Oh, this person is twice as likely to get fired. Well, if they're twice as likely to get fired, then they're twice as likely to be unemployed. Technically, this person is twice as likely to be hired before you even know you're qualified. That means people have the probability of having a higher rate of getting opportunities than other people. Now we can get into the tribalism of it, which makes sense. People look out after their own. That's what it is. I don't see the big problem with that part. But part of that mathematics is people sabotaging other people. So when you sabotage other people, and you turn around and you ask people questions like, why aren't you successful? Well, a person may or may not have to deal with the amount of adversity that another person has to deal with. So you shouldn't ask those questions if you don't want a real answer. You don't have to necessarily even be over like emotional about it. Like, say, man, I mean, you had a bad experience yesterday. It's 365 days of the year. You had a bad experience 36 days. I had a bad experience 300 days. So, you see the problem that I'm having here? It's something wrong with you. No, it's not something wrong with me. Because the probability of me having a worse day than you are because of my race kind of says that you have a problem. Or people like you have a problem. Because the minute I show up, you're ready, you're on attack mode. Now, the question could be posed, you know, to me, even when it comes to that. I mean, personally, when I look at it, I think one of the craziest things about it is because I see it online sometimes, even in the comment section, people don't want people like me to live a happy life. Period. They just don't. It bothers them that I want to actually have a peaceful, happy, productive life. Oh my God. So, not my problem, but it happens. So, the probability of dealing with people who do not look like me or do look like me who want me to suffer may be higher than the probability of another person of another race. So, in simple mathematic terms, you might be 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 10, 15 times more likely to have people do something purposely to try to fuck up your life than other people. And if that's true, you can understand why people's lives are affected the way they are. Hopefully some of y'all understand what I'm saying and it made sense to y'all. If not, just let me know. I'll probably have to do another video.